protest pits some parents against a non-profit group looking to build affordable housing here in Yonkers. The site in question is Purser Place, right near Morris Street and Riverdale Avenue in Yonkers. News 12's Grace Noon tells us not everyone is happy about a possible solution.
Parents have a vision for this vacant land on Purser Place in Yonkers. So does Habitat for Humanity. The problem, the ideas are vastly different.
We are not against Habitat for Humanity.
What they are against is building affordable housing right here. Instead of 2 homes for 4 families, they want a large playground for the children who go to the Pearls Hawthorne School across the street.
But we really think that a larger field deserves some open, honest, and real conversation. That's why we're here.
We will work with anyone in good faith who wants to sit at the table like we offered from day one and make this the best neighborhood in all of Yonkers.
Habitat is waiting for a building permit to put the homes up. As for the remainder of the property, they're willing to build a smaller playground here if that's what the community wants. Yonkers Mayor Phil McConey supports the compromise.
They will be in serious jeopardy of having any more contributions made to Habitat to build homes by those who've contributed if they don't put these houses in right away.
Habitat has also offered $5,000 to improve the basketball court right next to the school. That startup money could create a multi-purpose field. Even the Pearls PTA president seems to agree.
Don't make an enemy out of Habitat, because tarnishing Habitat's reputation is really uncalled for.
But protesters say it's not about hurting Habitat, but helping some 1,500 children get the physical education they need. In Yonkers, Grace Noon, News 12 Westchester.
And Habitat broke ground for the site last year.
I was very disappointed yesterday when I learned that the mayor was going to issue the permits before the negotiations had reached a point where both sides were happy. And I know that in a compromise situation both sides are never fully happy, but I thought that there were things that we could do, and still are things that we can do, but to give away the hammer that the city still had in the middle of the negotiations seemed to me irresponsible, and I was disappointed that that happened. So, you know, I'm here to talk to you individually, and I'm going to walk around and look at the site, because now that the permits have been issued, I suspect that construction will start soon. So, like Dennis, you know, I want to fight to see what we can do to get everything. If we can't, I also want to start the next phase, which is what can we do with what we have left to make it the best. Because there is enough room to put a green field on that asphalt. There are other configurations that we looked at the teacher's parking lot that might include taking people right out to Riverdale Avenue, that might include raising the breezeway so that cars can go underneath it and get onto Culver back. There are different ways we can skin a cat. So I just wanted to come here and individually get a sense of where you stand. And you know, I stand behind Dennis on what he's trying to do to force the issue. We were holding up the CIP, you know, $98 million worth of very worthy capital projects for the city as a tool to get the administration to negotiate really in good faith. But there was no amount of money or other land that Habitat was willing to take in exchange for that. And to me, you know, that's not really a negotiation. So I'm going to hand my megaphone over to Mike Spano if you want to say anything, Mike, or just be acknowledged.
Yay!
Of course, you know, Dennis Roberts, I don't represent this district, although I am looking to represent the whole city next year in my run for mayor. When I first heard about this, I had one of those odd-duh moments you were talking about. I think this gentleman right here also said that at that night. You know, why didn't we think of this? You know, why didn't the city council, or more specifically, the planners of our city and the planners of our Board of Ed, think of adding some green space down here to Pearl Park? To me, it seemed like a very simple idea. I had already supported the Habitat for Humanity plan to build two-family homes. And by the way, I still support that. I just don't support it on that specific site. So, I know the council president and I mean, Chuck works hard at everything he does. We try to figure out a way to, and of course, we tried to figure out a way to make this happen. I think better leadership could have made it happen, quite frankly. We could have had a win-win situation. We could have had more families, affordable homes. We could have had some green space. We could have made 1,500 children and their parents very happy. But I'm going to continue to do whatever I can to make that happen. I know I'll let Chuck speak for himself. But I think what you're doing now is so important. Pressure, you know, right to what you got to go. This is a national issue for you guys, folks. You have to go national on this, and you have to make the board of Habitat for Humanity realize that we're not against them. We just want a win-win. So whatever I can do, I'm going to be there for you. Keep up the good fight. And I don't think Mike is here, but Mike Lisbon's a great job. Everybody's been working this a great job. And don't hesitate to call me. Whatever I can do, I'll be there in whatever capacity you need me. So keep up the good fight, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Listen, I want to commend Chuck Lesnick. I want to commend Dennis Robertson for really sticking to the fight. The fight isn't you against Habitat. The fight is to make sure that your children have a place that they can play in a nice, safe environment in a real good educational facility like Hawthorne. At the same time, can we have a place where people can live? And Yonkers certainly can do both. It shouldn't be our kids against people who need a place to live. And when someone decides to make it that, you're really being disingenuous to all of us. So I want to just, you know, offer again my support to the council president, to the councilman, in an effort to try and see this become a reality. The fact that they're issuing the permits will make that task even that much more difficult. But nothing's impossible, and we have to continue to keep the fight, and you can count on my support. And I just want to say thank you for letting me say a few words.